Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 4 o'clock news on the streets, 919 FM, and online Facebook and YouTube, sponsored by TN Tech, the power to make it work. In the headlines, Caribbean Airlines says one flight between Trinidad and Tobago over the weekend due to curfew. Supermarket rush ahead of weekend shutdown. A man is shot in the chest during a home robbery, and internationally, no Notting Hill Carnival this year as UK sees a surge in COVID-19. And now the news in detail. Caribbean Airlines is advising that due to the daytime curfew in Trinidad and Tobago on Saturday, June 19th and Sunday, June 20th, only one domestic flight between both islands will operate on those days. On the day of their flight, customers are reminded to walk with a copy of their travel itineraries to assist with any request from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. CAL is also recommending that people traveling on the domestic air bridge do so for essential and emergency purposes only. And with 2 days of 19-hour curfews this holiday weekend, several supermarkets and pharmacies across the country have announced that they will remain closed on both days. This has caused several people to rush to supermarkets. President of the Supermarket Association, Rajiv Dipti, said this rush was anticipated and they expect more today. Dipti believes that the weekend curfew plan was ill-conceived and supermarkets should have been allowed normal opening times. Supermarkets such as True Value, Massey Stores, Westbees, Extra Foods and JTA have posted notices that they will be closed on both days. Popular pharmacies like Superfarm and Starlight did the same. Dipti said all the supermarkets under the association between 250 and 300 agreed to close for the weekend. Dipti said his staff is working with the protocols implemented by the Ministry of Health, but the crowds did not make it easier. Dipti is pleading with customers to not crowd the stores today. In more news, police said a 20-year-old man is warded in a critical condition after he was shot in the chest during a home invasion. According to police reports, the suspect was shot during a robbery at his home along Alaha Street, La Romaine. Police said the victim was at home with a 45-year-old woman around 9 p.m. last night when they saw a man armed with a firearm dressed in dark clothing. The man announced the holdup and took cash and valuables from the victims. However, when the 20-year-old attempted to resist, a struggle ensued during which the victim was shot in the chest. The suspect then fled the scene and the victim was taken to the San Fernando General Hospital where he was treated. Internationally, there will be no Notting Hill Carnival on the streets of London this year. The board said via a notice that the annual festival has been cancelled for the second year in a row due to the uncertainty the COVID-19 virus poses. The release says this has been an incredibly difficult decision to make. The United Kingdom has seen surge in coronavirus infections, with new confirmed cases rising above 10,000 for the first time in nearly 4 months as a result of the spread of the more contagious Delta variant. The Notting Hill Carnival Limited board said, as they did in 2020, they will work on alternate events, the details of which will be announced soon. Last year, organizers staged an elaborate 3-day virtual carnival with live streams via 3 channels on YouTube. And that was the 4 o'clock news on the street, 919 FM, and online Facebook and YouTube, sponsored by TN Tech, the power to make it work. Recapping the headlines, Caribbean Airlines says one flight between Trinidad and Tobago over the weekend due to curfew. Supermarket rush ahead of weekend shutdown. A man is shot in the chest during a home robbery, and internationally, no Notting Hill Carnival this year as UK sees a surge in COVID-19. Stay tuned to the Street 919 FM. I am Vanessa Thomas. To enjoy your afternoon and your weekend, and please be safe. Aisha Wells, she's up next.
News from the street. News from from the street. 919fm.com.
Y'all make some noise for our